How do you do? I do understand all of you are fine. Let's start lesson number 11, Worldly Folk Talk, Blue Board, Learning Hill, English Main Course Book, Class 8. Here's given a caption, Worldly Folk Art. It is related to the culture of India. Get set go. Find out about the different art forms that are famous in the states of India. It is told you to do this. So students, you should try to find the famous and different art forms which are present in the states of India. I think you will try. And for example, it is given Kalamkari and Madhubani. These are different art forms that are famous in the get samples from home of different art forms on showpieces, clothes, etc. So, students, it is told that you can find this type of artwork on showpieces, clothes. Now, let's start the chapter. Warli, one of the oldest forms of Indian folk art, finds its roots in the Warli region of Maharashtra. So, I think you can understand Warli folk art. Why is it called Warli folk art? It is told Warli folk art because Warli is the region of Maharashtra where this art is found, and that's why it is called Warli folk art. So can you answer, student? In which region Warli folk art is found? Can you tell me? In Maharashtra, right? But in which region of Maharashtra? Warli region. That's why it is called, it is named after Warli and it is known as Warli folk art. And this is one of the oldest forms of Indian folk art. What is this? What is Warli folk art? Warli folk art is one of the oldest forms of Indian folk art. So I think you have understood about Warli folk art, and in which region it is found in Maharashtra you can know. And now let's understand about the many beautiful hidden facts about this art. This tribal art mainly makes use of geometric shapes such as circles, triangles, and squares to form numerous patterns. So, what is shown in Warli folk art? In Warli folk art, various types of shapes are utilized. Which type of shapes? Is the shape of a square. The shapes of geometric shapes such as circles, triangles, and squares. And with the help of these shapes, various types of forms are shown in a particular pattern, which is very beautiful. So, in other words, we can say Warli folk art is the art in which geometric shapes like circles, squares, triangles are utilized to form various types of shapes which are very beautiful, attractive, and people like it very much. Now, symbolically, the circle represents the sun and the moon, the triangle represents mountains and trees, and the square denotes a piece of land. So, what do you understand about this? Symbolically, it means symbol. You know the main word is symbol, and with the help of that word symbolically, that is at verb. So here it is written symbolically. It means by means of symbols. The circle represents the sun and the moon. The triangle represents mountains and trees, and the square denotes a piece of land. Humans and animals are portrayed using two triangles joined at the tip with simple lines depicting arms and legs, while a circle represents the head. It means various types of shapes are created with the help of triangles, circles, and other geometric shapes. So these are the characteristics of Warli folk art. Triangles, circles, and squares are also used to create other elements of the scenery like huts, wells, and trees. It means geometrical shapes are utilized to create various types of sceneries like the scenery of huts, wells, and trees. So you can say in this Warli folk art, geometrical shapes such as circles, triangles, and what? Tell me, students, squares. These are very important shapes which are present in the creation of Warli folk art. Let's know the next fact about this. The paintings resemble prehistoric cave paintings that depict the life and beliefs of Warli tribal women in the northern region of the Sahyadri range, which comprises cities like Jauhar, Palghar, Dahanu, Talasiri, Mukhada, and Bikramgarh of Palghar district of India. So, there are very much resemblance between prehistoric cave paintings and Warli folk art. What is it? It describes the life and beliefs of Warli tribals, especially of women in the northern region of the Sahyadri range. Despite their proximity to major cities, the Warli tribe, considered as one of the largest tribes in India, rejected contemporary cultures and lifestyle, maintaining their primary way of life centered around farming. They had deep respect for nature and wildlife due to the valuable resources these elements provided for their lives, which is reflected in their art, as these paintings are mainly centered around the concept of Mother Nature and its elements. So, students, it is written here that Warli tribal women, Warli tribes are very close to Mother Nature, and they have very much respect for nature, and they respect nature just like mother. And these beliefs are playing very important role in the creation of Warli folk art. In olden days, worldly art was drawn on walls on special occasions over a brown background, which was a mixture of mud and cow dung cakes. So, how was created? How was it created earlier? It was created with the help of cow dung and mud, and both were mixture, a mixture of mud and cow dung cakes. So, let's think about olden days. How was olden days? How was worldly folk art in olden days? In olden days, worldly art was done on walls on special occasions. Various types of occasions are present, and the occasion of various types of special occasions, you can find that some festivals are arranged, festivals are celebrated. The shapes and figures were drawn using a white pigment which was mixture of rice with water and gum, occasionally accompanied with red and yellow dots. So which type of creation was done and which were the useful elements to do this worldly folk art? Here it is written, students, what were they using? They were using white pigment. And what was this white pigment? It was the mixture of rice with water and gum, and sometimes with red and yellow dots. Bamboo sticks chewed at the end served as paintbrush. Bamboo sticks which was used at the end, and it was utilized at paint brushes for this worldly folk art. So how was it done? How was worldly folk art done? It was done with the help of the bamboo sticks which were chewed at the end, and it was utilized as paint brushes. Next lines. Listen to this again, please. With time, however, other colors also began to be used, and the canvas moved beyond mud walls to wood, metal, ceramic, terracotta, paper, and even fabrics. The fabric is prepared by giving it a light wash with dung or red earth, and then painting is done. So students, with the help of time, with the changing of time, various types of changes has taken place in this art, and nowadays various types of things are utilized, and many things are replaced by new things. As for examples, nowadays it is utilized to wood, metal, ceramic, terracotta, paper, even fabrics. Well, students, as I think it's time to wind up, because you will find the facts which are related about worldly folk art in the next videos. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and comment what do you feel about this, and what is your understanding condition about this video. So we will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Thanks for watching.